getting tight, isn't it, Jack? I think the relegation fight will probably be as good fun as the promotion push. To be honest, I think it's going to be hot down there. I saw Huddersfield at the weekend against Southampton. I was super impressed with Huddersfield. I don't see them going down. What they're just outside. You know, they've gone up to 20th now, got 34 points on the board. Millwall are well and truly in it, aren't they? They're well and truly sucked in it. A bit of a hammering for them last night against Ipswich. QPR, good result with the weekend against Norwich, but they didn't follow it up last night at Stoke, a game which they probably really, really needed to win. And they're sort of like 4 points from safety now. So Wednesday, they've had a bit of form, but 26 points, I still think they might struggle to get out of it, to be honest.
I don't know where that bloody likes above all things that come from Martin, but we'll carry on. Huddersfield won to
Mm.
Sunderland unexpected. Yeah, you could say Sunderland. I mean, relegation, playoff hopeful Sunderland. You look at the playoffs, Martin, West Brom,
Mm.
Sunderland, Hull, Coventry, Norwich. I
Mm.
mean, this fifth and sixth spot seems to be getting quite tasty, doesn't it, Martin, to who could actually
Mm.
finish there. Numerous of teams in it.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely, mate. I think it's gonna go right to the wire for a lot of these teams, isn't it? I'm excited by the run in. I think it's there's a lot of pressure on clubs trying to get into the playoffs, but the ones that are thereabouts will be doing everything they can to hold on to their playoff spots as they stand.
Yep. Top three then, Martin, or should we call it top four?
Top four in it, yeah, definitely.
Leicester. I know they won at Sheffield Wednesday. Won against Sheffield Wednesday, shall I say? Not at Sheffield Wednesday. They won 2 goals to 0. Comfortable win for
Mm.
Leicester, even though you've got to give credit to Sheffield Wednesday, haven't you? The way they persisted in the game second half, chances for the Owls. Leicester, they just sat kind of deep
Mm.
against Sheffield Wednesday, didn't they, Martin? You know, they didn't really have to do
Yeah.
much more in the game. You know, it was just about seeing the game through and getting them crucial 3 points.
Yeah, no, that it was a win that I expected them to pick up. You know, they will fight to the bitter end, won't they? Sheffield Wednesday. I just think they've maybe got a little bit of an uphill battle to get out of that relegation zone. But from a Leicester point of view, I think you'll win the league. I think it will be over long before the season ends. You just keep winning games, Jack, and sometimes they don't play well, but they still get results, don't they, Leicester? And that's what champions do, my friend. That's what champions do, and that's why they win the league. And I think it'll be an absolute fight for second. And I think Leeds, Southampton, and Ipswich will go all hammer tong for it. I really do.
Yep. Leeds United, they beat Swansea City quite convincingly, didn't they?
Mm,
4 goals to 0. A real statement of intent from Leeds in wanting to get this promotion push going to the wire and that with
mm,
Southampton and that second place.
yeah.
Southampton, them losing 3 goals to 1 against Bristol City with the
Mm,
amazing run, Marty, shall I put it? And
yeah, it's been
for
incredible.
Southampton and Russell Martin's men.
Yeah, Russell's done an amazing job. To go 25 games unbeaten in all competitions was quite a remarkable achievement. We go back to September, and the club just broke record after record after record. It was 135 days without losing the game. It was a club record in all competitions. They set club records for unbeaten away games, 11 straight home wins. They've never done that before. Um, they've done really well, and you've got to give credit to Martin for getting them as far as he did. But it's quite incredible, this division, isn't it? That you can go with 21, 22 league games unbeaten and still only just be hanging on to that second spot at the time before we went into the game the other night. It was quite incredible, Jack, really. That it just hasn't quite been enough, even on that run. It shows how good this league is. It shows what Leeds are going to put up against us. It will be very interesting to see how this pans out now. I still think Leeds have got some big games. Southampton have got big games. I think they're very confident, probably, the Leeds fans, that they're going to pip us this season to that second spot. And I think they probably will, but we'll give it a good run for our money if we can bounce back at the Hawthorns tomorrow night against West Brom. I think it's a tough game, but we will see how it unravels. It was a big win for Leeds down at Swansea, but I expected that. They're an awful side, Swansea, against a side that are technically good on the ball. They just get pulled apart. They're trying to play out from the back. He doesn't have the players to do what he wants to do, and I think they just ended up getting rolled over. Like they got rolled over against us and yourselves as well.
Hello, Ross. Evening. Martin, Ipswich back to winning ways then. After all these draws and that, I mean, you know, they've actually picked up since Kiefer Moore's actually gone in there as a striker. He was on the score sheet again last night. How key is Kiefer Moore to Ipswich's promotion push then, Martin?
Great bit of business, wasn't it? A great bit of business to bring him in. Somebody that's proven at this level that can come in and hit the ground running from the get go. He was at a Premier League football club training with Premier League players, and he'd be a quality addition to them. You can see it already. I saw bits of the game last night. I didn't see all of it, but he's a great addition for them. He'll give them a massive push. I think their fixtures look quite favourable the next couple of weeks. I expect them to put a little bit of a run together now, and I'm pretty sure that they will mount a bit of pressure on Leeds and Southampton. Were certainly Leeds, who had got that second spot at the moment. Saints have the game in hand against Hull City on Tuesday night. So it will. I think it's a really big couple of weeks in the division for both Ipswich and Southampton and Leeds.
Yeah, fair enough. Guys, we're now going to move on to week 33 of the Championship predictions. Get involved, like and subscribe to the channel as well. If you're new and you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Go check out Football Martin _ I will leave Martin's channel in the description. Go check out all Martin's content. Martin, quickly plug your socials in that and tell everyone what you do at the Saints Fan TV as well.
Yeah. Give us a follow at Football Martin _ on TikTok, Instagram. Got a Facebook page as well. It's all the same. And we also have Saints Fan TV, where we put snippets of interviews that we produce for my channel on there as well. I'm constantly talking to fans in and around the football club, getting the fans' view, getting to the heartbeat of our fan base down here, and trying to get the opposition's view as well. When we got opposition that want to come on and talk, I want to hear about your club and your thoughts, and basically get to the heart of every fan base and get the thoughts of the fans, and that's what we do over on my channels.
Fantastic. Martin, you know where we're going to start first then. The first championship game of the weekend. Your boys head to a very tricky game at the Hawthorns. West Brom versus Southampton. West Brom are on a little bit of a run at the minute, aren't they, Martin? They did beat Cardiff last time out, 2-0 at home. Carlos Goldbraham's side don't lose many at the Hawthorns. Southampton, though, they go into this game with a 3-1 defeat on their hands to Bristol City, with the 25-game unbeaten run in all competition coming to an end. How do Southampton respond in this game, Martin, against a quite good West Brom side at home?
West Brom are a really good side. One of the best teams that I've seen down at St Mary's this season. To be honest, they're outstanding. They're up there with you guys in terms of performance that I've seen. I've got to be honest, I think it's a really tough place to go. Routine 2-0 win for them in the week. It was their 5th consecutive league win at home. They can make it 6 against Southampton. He's a good manager, Carlos Corberán. 36 points picked up at home. This is a tough test for Russell Martin Southampton. They're going to have to bounce back, Jack. That's for sure. They won that reverse fixture down at St Mary's early on in the season. It was 2-1 that day. And they will need Flynn Downs fit because they missed him terribly when he went off against Huddersfield. When he went off against Huddersfield, we were 0-0. We shipped 3 goals against Huddersfield and we shipped 3 the other night. So without Flynn, we've shipped 6 goals. It's not all down to Flynn Downs, but he's a massive part in our side. Shay Adams missed the other night. He's a big miss at Ashton Gate. We're going to need him fit as well because they're a physical, strong side, and he will need a striker that can hold the ball up and give him something to work around. But yeah, I think it's a tough game. One that we've got to try and bounce back in. One we need to try and get a response from the players as well.
Yeah, this one be a very good spectacle on Friday night, I reckon.
It's a big test.
West Brom wanting the playoffs, Southampton have an eye on top 2. I mean, pressure on both sides, Martin, in this game, you'd say, with where
more
they
pressure on
want to
Southampton
finish this season.
Yeah, there's more pressure on Southampton, I would say, in this one. Going into this, that they'd be desperate to to get back to winning ways and get a result, because I thought we would lose one of the two. I didn't expect us to lose to Bristol City, if I'm honest, but we did. But we have to bounce back, and it would be pretty, it'd be scary to go 25 unbeaten and then lose 2 on the trot. It wouldn't be good, having to face Hull City on Tuesday night in our game in hand over Leeds. So I just think we need to try and come out of this with a result. The head-to-head for us is really good at the Hawthorns. We've won 3 of the last 5 against West Bromwich Albion at the Hawthorns, and we've won 7 in 10 against them at the Hawthorns. So it's a fairly happy hunting ground for Southampton, but I'm not sure that will be the case tomorrow, Jack.
Martin, what's your score prediction for this one then, mate? Where's your head at with this one?
I'm going to go with a draw. I'm not going to bet against my team, but I wouldn't be surprised. From what I've seen, there's been a few cracks appearing in the last couple of games, but I'm going to go with a draw.
Do you think that's fatigue?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of fatigue and missing a big player in Flynn Downs has made a massive difference. He was superb Saturday till he got injured. He's a massive cog in the Russell Martin machine at Southampton. They need him fit. I'm going to go 2-2, Jack, in this one. I think there'll be some goals, but I think it'll be 2-2.
I've gone for goals also. I have gone for a win in this game. I'm going to go West Brom home win, though, 2-1. I think it'll be a tight game.
I wouldn't be surprised, mate. I wouldn't be surprised.
Like you say, West Brom are very physical, aren't they? And Southampton now need the likes of Flynn Downs, Che Adams back in that team. They're key players for Southampton, and they're not ones you want to miss on a game like this. This is a big game for Southampton. This one, it's one that they really need a response in. But I just see West Brom edging it 2-1 at home. Let's have a look what everyone else is saying. Some have gone West Brom. Some have gone draws.
Most people going with West Brom. I'm not surprised.
Full house 2-1. Quite a lot of 2-1s, Martin. We like a good 2-1 on the championship predictions, don't we, Martin?
We do, mate. We do. We do. Absolutely, we do.
We do. Martin, we're going to head to Home Park next. These two sides have met 3 times already, I believe. This will be the fourth time, I believe, these two sides have met. Plymouth taking on Leeds United at Home Park. A Leeds side were unbeaten in 2024. A very good side. Leeds United have really picked up under the manager. Plymouth, though, Whittaker's on some form. I mean, he could be crucial to the way Plymouth play in this game. Got another goal last night against Coventry. How do you see Plymouth versus Leeds, Martin? Do Leeds come away with all 3 points in this one, do you reckon?
I think it'd be a tough game for them. I don't think it'd be an easy place to go. A league game is totally different to an FA Cup game. Like you said, they've met. This will be the 4th time they've met in 3 months. Plymouth have never won in any of those. They've drawn 1 and lost 2, Plymouth, in this fixture. But Plymouth's win this record against the current top 6 would probably be your biggest concern. They've drawn 2, lost 6. I've got to be honest, I don't see it changing. I think they go down their Leeds and win. I think they'll edge it. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Leeds United win in this one.
I'll tell you what, I think Leeds have enough to see them off, to be honest. I'm going to go 3-0. I think Nonto be key in this game again. Somerville's been excellent this season for Leeds. They've really started to pick up Leeds United in the business part of the season and wanting to achieve promotion. This is a key game for Leeds again. A tough game for sure. Plymouth's always been tricky this season for teams when they've gone there, but I just think Leeds are having enough with the quality that's got in the squad. 3-0 for me. Let's see what everyone else is saying. 2-1, 3-1. Wado, what you saying, pal? Hope you're good. Next one, Martin, is Birmingham City versus Sunderland. I mean, talk to me about this game.
Yeah, looking forward to this one. I think Birmingham City have just started to find a little bit of form, Jack, haven't they? Quite fancy them in this one. I don't know why. Got a bit of a feeling. Dembele is a top talent. We speak about him quite a bit on the show. However, he's won. So Dembele has won just 1 of his 6 personal head-to-heads against Sunderland. That was an interesting stat that I pulled out today. Jude Bellingham, he returns to Birmingham. Top player, top talent, isn't he? I think
Mm.
it'd be a tough game for Sunderland going there. I really do feel. They
Tony
want a playoff
Mowbray
spot.
derby.
Yeah, they want to play. They want their playoff spot when they the Black Cats. But I'm going to go with Birmingham to edge it, mate. I don't know if Sparrow's in watching, but I'm going to edge it 1-0. I'm going to go with a 1-0 Birmingham winning this one, Jack.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go 2-1 Sunderland in the Tony Mowbray derby. I'm going to go Joe Bellingham to score against his former club. I think he'll be on the score sheet. They really need Jack Clark in this game.
They do.
You know, they need their key players. I mean, Sunderland are one of them sides who really need to pick up after that defeat to Huddersfield. Birmingham, though, they picked up a big win over Blackburn, didn't they, in the week? A massive win in another Tony Mowbray derby, Martin. So he always seems to be playing his former clubs at this rate in the season. So, yeah, I think Sunderland just edge it for me 2-1. Next one, Martin, is Bristol City versus Queen's Park Rangers. A Bristol City side who got that big win over Southampton on Tuesday night. They take on QPR, who, to be honest, Martin, where's the win going to come from for Queen's Park Rangers? I mean, they've just lost to Stoke City 1-0, a game that they needed to really go out to win. QPR have not been on the greatest of form. Where do you see this one going at Ashton Gate?
Bristol City do what they did against Southampton and they win the game. But football's a funny business, Jack. QPR are going to need a win desperately. It's the first game actually against Stoke yesterday night that QPR have not scored in a game since Christmas. So fair play to them, since the turn of the year. Rob Dickey's enjoying a bit of good form at the moment. 4 goals. So, you know, in the last couple of games, and he'll be looking to get more and to get some goals in this one because they need him big time. But I do fancy QPR to cause a little bit of an upset here. I'm going to go with a 1-0 QPR win.
I've got Bristol City winning this one 2-0. I think they'll have enough to beat QPR. I mean, QPR, you know, they're struggling, aren't they, Martin? I mean, under Cifuentes, when he did come in from Gareth Ainsworth, they started off really well. But they've not really been that team now after Martin. It's kind of like they've gone back to how they first played this season. They've really struggled, haven't they, Martin, QPR? I do think Elias Che, you know, they'll lose him in the summer for sure.
He's a great player.
He's a key player for them in this game as well. They really need him to turn up when he does. It could be great, Elias Che, you know. I do think Bristol City keep a clean sheet in this one. 2-0 for me. Let's see what everyone else is saying, Martin. There's quite a lot of viewers in tonight, Martin. Birmingham will win 1-0. I mean, Birmingham sold out the stadium. Let's have a look. We haven't got to Birmingham yet. We have. We've done Birmingham versus Sunderland, haven't we, Martin?
Already done. Yeah, done and dusted. I've gone with the Birmingham winning that one.
Someone's missed still haven't been watching, Martin.
Yeah,
can't be having that. Next one is the Yorkshire Derby, Martin. Huddersfield versus Hull. Hull City, big win over Rotherham in the week. I mean, Huddersfield picking up a big home win. Two wins in their last 2 home games, Martin, for Huddersfield, scoring 5 goals in between 2. To face the Hull City side, I mean, Hull have won 1 and lost 1 in their last 2 games. Can Hull go there and get something out of this game, Martin? Because this one's a crucial game for either side in this one, opposite side of the table.
Yeah, no, it's a big game for Hull if they want to try and cement that playoff place is what they want, but it won't be an easy test to go to Huddersfield. I tell you, they're a really good side. Super impressed with them last week at St Mary's. They were really good. I know they squandered that lead in the end, but to go 2-0 ahead against us was quite incredible. But I like the way they play. They were fearless in the way they go about their business, and yeah, I think they give them a really good game, and I wouldn't be surprised to see an upset and see Huddersfield win this. Hull should have more than enough. Philogene he scored the other night as well. He's back in business. I really like Jaden Philogene. He's a good player. I think it'd be tight. I'm going to sit on the fence, mate, and go with a draw on this. I'm going to go 2-2. 4 goals in it, 2-2.
I'm going to go for an away win. I think Hull will just edge this game for me. I think Huddersfield will give them a run for the money in this game. It'll be a good game between the two sides. I'm going to go 2-1 Hull. I think Hull edge it 2-1. Philogene to be on the score sheet again for me. I think he's had an incredible season for Hull, Jaden Philogene. I know Ant from Holland Back likes to talk quite highly of Jaden Philogene, and he's been their key man, hasn't he, Martin, this season, Philogene?
Oh, yeah, he's a great player. He's a fantastic player. I think he'd be a real threat against anyone, to be honest. If they can keep him fit between now and the season, which is what they need, he will cause some teams some serious problem. I like him as a top player.
4-4. I tell you what, Martin, another game on the hands there. 2-2, yeah, they disagree with you, Martin. Next one, Martin, going to head to the King Power Stadium. Leicester versus Middlesbrough. Last time these two met, Middlesbrough got 1-0 on Leicester, 1-0 win. Sam Greenwood free kick, top corner. Yeah. Middlesbrough got all 3 points. How do you see this going this time round at the King Power Stadium, Martin? Leicester looking for 5 successive wins in the league. They're looking to keep up that winning run. Do you see Leicester having too much for Middlesbrough in this game, Martin?
Yeah, I think you have way too much for them. I think you'll beat them. I don't. It says looking at the statistic, not since 2001, 2002 in the Premier League season have Leicester been outfoxed by Borough in a league game. So you got good form against them at home. I don't think that's going to change, Jack, in this. I just think you'll pair along now to the end of the season. Shrewsbury Hall, he's still looking good, Jack, isn't he? He's still playing well for you.
Yeah, he's 12 assists, 10 goals.
Yeah, I just think you have way too much. The hot stat, Leicester's home league games this season have averaged a league low of 0.75 goals in the first half. So the goals are guaranteed to come in the second half, Jack, and that. So if you're doing some sort of bet on this one, you'd probably be betting for goals in the second half, Jack.
Yeah, I think most games this season at home's always been most goals in the second half for Leicester. We have seen goals in the first half, Martin, where we have led games in that for sure. But yeah, this is a game where Leicester can't be complacent. You know, we've got to go and use our quality. And you know, the likes of Dewsbury Hall, Fatawu, Mavididi will be key in this game. Harry Winks, I mean, over 2,500 plus passes this season in the Championship. I believe that's the first ever player to do it, midfielder-wise, in Championship history, Martin. So there's a hot stat for you.
Yeah, wow.
Leicester, I think we'll win this, to be fair. I think we'll have enough to see Borough off. I think Borough will try and hold us out for as long as possible, but I think Leicester will get the win in the end. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Foxes winning this one, Martin. 2-0 Leicester.
Yeah, I think you'll be bang on the money.
Arthur's got 1-0. 1-0 Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough have been struggling at the Martin with like injuries and that, haven't they, this season? They've had quite a lot of injuries and that. I
think they miss out on the playoffs, personally. I think there's too many teams that are just a little bit better than them at this moment in time.
Yep. Matt Crooks, they obviously lost to the MLS a few days ago. Another key player for them. Dale Fry picked up an injury before they played Preston. I mean, talking to AJ, you know, this week, he's talked about Middlesbrough's injuries and that, and how nervous he is to come to the King Power Stadium to play Leicester. Yeah, it should be a good game between the two sides. You know, and if we do win, then we come into the 18 points odd bracket. So, you know, it's we've just got to stay content, Martin, and just take it one game at a time.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Next one, Martin, is Millwall versus Sheffield Wednesday. How key of a game is this, Martin, for both sides? I mean, surely this one's a relegation 6-pointer.
It's a massive game for Millwall. It was a game they got to win. Down at the Den, they just got to start winning games. if they can get the first goal, though, Millwall, they have a good chance of going on and win it. Because Wednesday have lost a league high 17 matches when conceding the first goal this season. So if Millwall can get an early goal, you like to think Millwall would go on and win the game. But he's doing a good job, Danny Roll. He's given them a little hope. I still don't think they'll stay up, personally. I think longer the season goes, I think they're running out of games rapidly. So if Sheffield Wednesday want to stay up, it's a game they're going to have to win. It's pretty vital for Millwall as well. So I'm going to go with Millwall win, mate. I'm going to go with a 2-0 Millwall win in this one.
Millwall have got to react, haven't they? After that Ipswich battering. Sheffield Wednesday, positives they could take out of that Leicester game. I thought they were quite good second half. They pressured Leicester. They tried causing a nuisance for us, to be honest. We did take it down a tempo though second half, to be honest. We did manage to see the game through. We got the clean sheet, which was good. But Sheffield Wednesday, I think Ugbo in that will be key in this game. A win for Sheffield Wednesday would really put pressure on Millwall, who are not many points ahead. I'm going to go for an away win, Martin. I know Sheffield Wednesday haven't won many away this season, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 Wednesday away win.
Yeah, it'd be great for them if they did, mate. That's for sure. Give them a real chance.
If Wednesday can win, great support at the KP the other night. Yes, it was. Over 3,000 odd Sheffield Wednesday fans come to Leicester and made a hell of a noise the other night, and big up to them. Like I said to some Sheffield Wednesday fans, Martin, the other night, with the situation regarding Chanziri and all that, the fans are where the heart of the club is. You know what I mean? And they'll never stop following their club. They'll follow them through thick and thin, and you've got to respect that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Next one, Martin, is Norwich versus Cardiff. How do you see this one going?
Well, I was just reading into the game preview, actually, and they were saying that the manager, David Wagner, the Norwich manager, he's demanding that the supporters show a little bit of respect to his team after they were booed during Tuesday's 4-2 win over Watford. The Canaries, they're in the playoff places for the first time since October, but it isn't enough to satisfy a small group of fans down at Norwich. I didn't realise that this was the case, but it did take 2 late goals to seal the victory. But they're 1 defeat in their last 7 league outings, won 4 and drawn 2 Norwich. I fancy Norwich in this one big time. They're in the playoffs. They'll be wanting to do everything they can to stay in there. Going to go with a 3-1 Canaries win, Jack, in this one.
I'm going to go 2-0. I think they'll have enough to beat Cardiff in this game. I think, I think they'll have enough. I think Cardiff will win 3-2. Norwich have picked up form a bit, haven't they, under David Wagner? I know he complained about the fans apparently booing his substitutions, which he obviously called it out in his last game. I do see Norwich having enough at Carrow Road to see this one through. I think with Norwich, regarding the playoff situation, I think home form's going to be key, isn't it, Martin?
Absolutely. If they want to get the playoffs, it will all be about home form. They're pretty good usually at Carrow Road. I think they'll be right thereabouts at playoffs. I really do.
Yeah. Let's go on to the next one. Lancashire Derby, Martin.
Preston, yeah.
Preston versus Blackburn. What a game this one is then. Preston, who have just won 2-1 against Borough in the week. Preston have picked up a bit, haven't they, Martin, in the last few games. Blackburn, they picked up 1 win in the last 2 games. Their last away game, they lost 1-0 to Birmingham. How do you see this one going in the Lancashire Derby, Martin?
Well, they won 3 in a row. Preston, they've picked up a bit of form. Ryan Lowe, he's praising his players at the moment. He said they've shown some really good togetherness. They're an improving side, and it's a decent run for them. They're playing a Blackburn side that are just really struggling at the moment. They've not been great for a period of time. You'd expect Preston to inflict a little bit more misery on Blackburn Rovers, who are really being sucked into a relegation dogfight, aren't they? You would have to say. I think Preston win this one comfortably, unfortunately. Sorry to the Blackburn fans that I know. I think it'd be a a comfortable 3-1 win to Preston, Jack.
Yeah, Carl's back to you on that one. I'm going to go 2-1. I think Schmodic will score for Blackburn, though. But I think Preston will keep up that good run of form, to be honest. They've started to show some real character, Anthem Martin, the last 3 games that they have won. Home form is picked up as well, which they could be happy about. But I think they'll have enough to beat their Lancashire neighbours. 2-1 for me. JJ's gone for a 3-1 Preston. Quite a lot of people have agreed with you, Martin, in the comments regarding the score that you put out for this one, which is always good. Next one, and football, Martin, is Rotherham versus Watford. I mean, Rotherham. Talk to me about Rotherham. I mean, not been great, have they, to be honest, all season.
Not one since the turn of the year, neither. Not one in 2024 yet, Rotherham. Don't know if you knew that one, but they took an early lead, didn't they, against Hull in midweek though? But I always thought that Hull would beat them. They've won just one of their last 19 championship matches. They've drawn 7, lost 11. They're rock bottom with 12 points adrift to safety. I will be pretty sure they will go down. When I saw them there the other week, I thought the atmosphere was flat. They know they're going down, and I don't see them getting anything against Watford. I think Watford have more than enough. They're a big, strong side. I'm going to go with a 4-0 Watford win. I'm going to have to go with the big goal scoring scoreline in this one.
Martin's really pushed the boat out this time, had he, with a score there, 4-0. To be honest, Rotherham, they picked up quite a few points at home this season. Do I see them beating Watford? No, I don't, to be honest. I mean, that's what you've just read out, Martin, about them not winning in 2024 in one win. What was it, 1 in 18 or 1 in 19?
1 in 19. It's not good, is it? It's relegation form, mate. They're going down, aren't they? They're going down.
Yeah. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Watford. Next one, Martin, is one of the last 2 then. Stoke City versus Coventry City. Battle of the cities. One's battling at one end of the table to stay up this season. The other one's fighting for the playoffs. I mean, which city do you think is going to have the advantage in this one, Martin?
I think Cov win it. I think Cov have too much for Stoke. I don't think Stoker. I think Schumacher's really struggled to get it going. They had a little bit of a run when he went in, but he's still got the same group of players, isn't he? I don't see him pulling up any trees between now and the end of the season. Cov do like to draw games, don't they? They've drawn a lot of games this season, but I think they have too much. I'm going to go with a 2-0 Coventry win, Jack, in this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna back you on that one. I'm gonna go 2-0 Cov. I think they'll have enough. The likes of Ellis Sims will be key in this game. Sakamoto as well. He's been good for Cov this season. Callum O'Hare, he'll be another one who's key for Cov in this game for me. I think Coventry have enough to win this one 2-0. It was a quite interesting game, wasn't it, Martin, when they played Plymouth? Plymouth were seconds away from winning the game, and then Coventry late grasp picked up a point on a Wednesday night. Last one but not least, Martin, Swansea City versus Ipswich Town.
Yeah.
What's the stats?
Swansea, mate, not having a great time under Luke Williams, are they? The result in midweek means that Swansea have won just 1 of 6 league games since his appointment, Luke Williams, from League Two's Notts County. Draw 1, lost 4. They're down to 17th in the table, and they are not the greatest of sides. I think they get absolutely rolled over. They got mauled by Leeds in midweek. Southampton battered them. You battered them. They do struggle against a side that wants to move the ball quickly, that's for sure. The pitch down there is not great neither. But I don't think it'll have it. It won't make any difference to Ipswich. They like to go forward quickly, don't they? Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty flat down there. They're struggling. He's under pressure already as a manager. Could they end up with 3 managers in the season? You wouldn't be surprised, would you? I think they've got a nice little run of fixtures coming up now, Ipswich. I'd expect them to win this. There have been goals in both halves of 20 of Ipswich's games this season, 22. There will be goals in this one. I'm going to go with a 3-2 Ipswich win.
3-2
Away
win.
win. Away win.
Away win. JJ said that Callum O'Hare's injured.
Oh, is he?
I didn't know that one, but thanks for letting me know. Yeah, Swansea have been great after Martin. You'd really fancy Ipswich in this game to carry on and go and get back-to-back wins. Having battered Millwall 4-0. So I think Ipswich come away with the away win in this one. I'm going to go 3-1. And that is that. Guys, if you've enjoyed the stream, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well. Go and subscribe to Football Martin. I will leave his channel in the description, so you can head over there and drop Martin subscribe. Go and check his content out as well. Martin, thanks for coming on, Puddy. I do appreciate it.
You're welcome, mate. You're welcome.
Plug your channel before I let you go, mate.
Yeah, make sure you give me a subscribe to me over on YouTube. I'm building up a nice little following there now. It's taking a little while. It's a slow burner, isn't it, YouTube? But do give me a follow. And I was on there. Did a bit for TalkSport today, which I really enjoyed. Did a bit of Southampton chat for them. TalkSport 2. Check that out if you get a chance. And also TikTok. Daily content going out on TikTok as well. So make sure you give us a follow at @FootballMartin_. I'll bring you all the latest news. Predictions like we done here. I'll do the Saints game and get everybody involved from Southampton tomorrow and try and get as many predictions in and see who's right and who's wrong.
Yeah, Martin, all the best, mate.
Thank you, mate.
All the best at the Hawthorns, pal.
Thank you, mate. I'm going to need it.
Cheers, mate. That was Football Martin. Great guest as always, is Martin. What's coming up on the final whistle then? So tomorrow we're going to be putting the match preview out on the channel. We have pre-recorded it this evening. So, yeah, the match preview will be out on the channel tomorrow, which will be Friday. So, yeah, go and keep your eyes peeled for that one then, as we did the Leicester versus Middlesbrough match preview. We've also got the match day vlog coming out Saturday as Leicester take on Middlesbrough. And then next week, we'll have the Championship predictions, week 34. And we'll also have the Leeds United match preview as well, as we talk to Leeds ahead of a big, big game on Friday night at Ellen Road. But no, thank you for watching, everyone. Let's have a look at the last few comments. I think that will be a hard one for you, but I think you'll beat them. How do you think the playoffs, Norwich? Or I don't know, mate, to be fair, not sure. It's all about consistency. That's the thing. See you tomorrow. But no, thank you for watching, everyone. Take care. Keep it at the final whistle. And come on, the Foxes. Hi all. Thank you for watching the final whistle. If you enjoy all our content, please remember to smash a like, share, and subscribe to the channel.